Hi, so you just push play and you want to know how to advance that Fresh Breath 2 program. So here's a garage clip on how to help you out. A couple things to note. When you start this program out, I'm going to ask that you put your lap bars down into the lap pull-up position. So once that's in place, your participant has gone through the series where they've done the lunges, they've done the side lunges, and now you've brought them down onto their belly. So here's Nicole here. I wanted you to see her beautiful face until we have her go prone with her chest at the top edge of the glide board. Now we go through a series where we do single leg kick, and then we add an exercise called prone double leg kick. And this is where the hands are on the small of your back and your knees were bent and your head turns to one way. And then you bring your knees in and you bend your knees 1, 2, 3. You extended the arms and legs out like she's beautifully doing, and then you came in and you turned your head to the other way. Well, here's something that you can do rather than having your hands on the small of your back. Why not reach up for those lap bars? You might need to put your hands on the rails to pull yourself up. And then you can go and you can put your hands on the lap bars, making sure they're at a position where they don't go and whack their head on the tower. I know some people have been known to do that. Check out the bloopers for that one. She's been known to do that. So anyways, moving back to this exercise, we can have her here, bend her knees in and go 1, 2, 3, extend those legs and pull up. Beautiful. And now this time go 1, 2, 3, and then extend the legs out and pull up. So you can have them either keep their heels together or you can have them separate. You can also say, because we're at a low incline level, and someone say, hey, this is pretty easy. I'll just tell her to bend her knees in 3 times and pull up with one arm and maybe the other arm reaches back. Beautiful. Look how strong she is. She bends in and pulls back. Maybe if I notice she likes to turn her knees out like she's doing, I might put a ball between her knees and have her squeeze with that. Or I just might tell her to set the intention of squeezing her legs together as she bends her knees in and then presses out. Beautiful. So those are some things you can think about of how to advance that exercise. You incorporate the pull-ups. Now let's moving on. From here, we go into our side and we go into our sideline leg lifts. But we don't do just the series where we lift up and down. We do that hot potato and that développé maneuver. So after that, when they go through the sideline leg lifts, just make sure that they're 1 hand's distance away from the edge. I will just say she's completed that wonderful exercise of développé. Now how do we bring it up a notch from here? Bring in the side plank. Just have them start prepping for that, because we do go into the star here, so in this workout, so have them bring their legs down, maybe even down a little bit more, watching that knee to make sure it's never on the edge, bottom edge of the glide board. She can come onto her elbow and she can lift the hips up and down. Now the next thing she can do to progress that, you can have the participants either scissor the legs if that's easier. She can have that top leg lift up as she comes up. She can have that glide board open. So those are all the ways you can progress that. I'll repeat that again. Leg up. She doesn't have to demonstrate this if she doesn't want to. You can have the glide board open. And heck, you can even have her do this exercise on her hand. So she goes more into a side bend where she just lifts all the way up and holds that plank and comes back down. And you can also progress that with opening up the glide board from there. Now remember, coming back down, the higher the incline, the easier it is to do these exercises. So when you're doing your lunges and you're thinking, okay, I want to go from one exercise to the next, and you want to make as little adjustments to the tower, you can bring that incline up to maybe 4, or you can have them do the lunges because you don't want them pushing up so much. Why not add that weight bar and add weight to the glide board? So they're still getting that resistance when they do the pull-ups, but not necessarily the big incline. So now that they've done the sideline series, they typically go over and they'd go back onto their belly. Now remember, we did the single leg kick in between, going into single leg kick, then we did sideline, then we went back to prone double leg kick. I showed you how to up that. I'm showing you how to up the sideline series. And now, instead of going back into leg pull front, let's just go into leg pull, which that means instead of facing the tower, you face away from the tower, you're sitting, You're facing this way and your hands go behind you. Now I prep people, remember this, just to review, is that they enter into more table position. So you lift your hips straight up into a table and then you come back down. You can progress someone by lifting one leg out straight and then back down, and then to progress them again by having their legs out straight and have them lift up that way. And maybe you stick here. Maybe you have them do that with the glide board open. I'm going to hold the glide board as she does this. Oh, she's very, very strong. And then come back in. Then you bring the glide board down. She lifts up and then lifts one leg up and then the other leg. Beautiful. And I'm going to have you straighten out both legs, because why not up the ante? There she goes. Nice. Making sure the pelvis is tilted. Nice job. You look awesome. And then come back down. And then you don't have to do this one, my dear. You can open up the glide board and challenge it even more that way. So just to review, when you're going to advance your workout, think about other exercises you can add in or how to change the dimension or tweak that one exercise that you have there. For a pull-up, you can add in a pull-up when you're doing the prone double leg kicks. You can add in a side plank when you're doing the sideline series of pas de chat, or rather develop A and hot potato. You can add leg pull versus leg pull front. You can even go into some mat exercises that you'll learn in mat work, like open close or essential shoulder bridge with straight leg raise, or you can even add a roll up from here. So start to think of how many more exercises can I add in this position, taking advantage of this incline, taking advantage of what accessories are on or off the machine at that time. So I hope this helps you out on how to advance those participants in your class.